The kitchen. I first removed all of the trim from the upper cabinets and cut some plywood down to make boxes to go on top to take the cabinets to the ceiling. This part was pretty straightforward. Then I added some 1x2s to create a face frame to mimic the bottom cabinets. I needed help from my daughter for this part because these pieces were so long. Then we put up this wider piece of wood, but it turns out it was warped, so we ended up taking it down and I replaced it with a baseboard that I added upside down. And then it was time to choose a paint color, which was really hard. I knew I wanted an earthy green. I filled in all the seams with wood filler and then sanded everything with my orbital sander with a really quick swipe just to rough up the surface. Then I used some liquid sandpaper and some cleaner to clean everything off so that I could get everything primed. This isn't hard, it's just tedious. This video is black and white because I was keeping the color a secret for the time being. I brushed and rolled on the cabinet boxes and I bought a paint sprayer for the doors. I didn't want to buy new hardware just yet, so I rub and buffed the knobs and the pulls, but I didn't seal it with any kind of poly or anything, so it started to rub off. We left those old knobs on for a few years and I just recently replaced them with these gorgeous ones that I found on Etsy that I'm kind of obsessed with. I highly recommend, they're very nice quality. We had this bar top, but I hated it that high, so I wanted to knock it down to countertop level. A friend of mine did this and it really opened up the space. There were some strip screws we had to get off with the grinder, and then we also had to move the water line down a little bit because it was right at countertop level. Then we added that original piece back on and I ended up filling it all in with wood filler. And then, for the most controversial part, I painted the countertops. Don't worry, they're not granite. People really get their panties in a wad when they think that I painted granite.